Woo! We start off with Chaotic Bacon, who tipped me $5, says, can I get an unbanned pimp? Thanks, fam. First of all, I don't even recognize the name Chaotic Bacon. Just being honest, I don't ever remember seeing that name in chat. So I don't know who you are. And on top of that, I can't unban you via this method. This is not Twitch. If this were Twitch, I could look up your name. And based on your name, I would be able to find your account and unban it. I can't do that here. This is actually, in my opinion, one of the biggest shortcomings of YouTube, is that anyone can make a YouTube page or channel, but then they can name it whatever they want by changing the name of it, but it doesn't change the link. So, all right, let me give you an example. I want to actually rephrase this because it doesn't make any sense the way I just said it, okay? When you register an account on Twitch TV, okay, let's say I wanted to make Phil Burnell, which I'm sure actually exists. Someone probably stole my name. But let's say I want to make the Phil Burnell Twitch TV account. I create the, here's my login that I want. Here's my information. Boom. When you create that, your channel is twitch.tv/Phil Burnell. And that is yours. And no one else can use the name Phil Burnell ever. The only example that I've heard of people getting someone else's name is that they switched their name and then someone else stole their old name and they didn't think that they could do that, but they did. And now they feel stupid because someone else is kind of impersonating them. You see, I've heard of that happening before. But outside of that, okay, yeah, and outside of that, that's the limits. Like, when you make an account on Twitch, that's your account forever. And no one can steal it, and that's you. That's your unique identity, okay? Here on YouTube, when you create a YouTube page or channel, you do get a unique link to that's how you get to the channel, but it's not your name. It's like a bunch of fucking characters, like capital X, lowercase c, 1 exclamation point. You know what I mean? Like, it's a bunch, it's like 20, 30 random characters. That's your channel. How the fuck are you supposed to remember that, right? Now, you get a name, but that name can be changed. That name is associated with that Google account, and that Google account name can be changed on the fly at any time. I know because I've done it. I've changed channel names before. So, sadly, what that means is that here on YouTube, there's no unique account names. Anyone can impersonate anybody else, which is really fucking stupid. But, of course, that's why YouTube actually has what do they call them? Verified channels. So if you're someone who has a business on YouTube or a following on YouTube and you're afraid of people will impersonate you, you could have the verified channel so people know you're the real one. That's actually one of the reasons why I have a verified channel, to avoid impersonators, okay? So in the case of Chaotic Bacon, who tipped me $5, and thank you very much for the tip, that's the first tip of the day, saying, hey, could you unban me? No, because your name Chaotic Bacon literally means nothing. I can't even find that on YouTube. What I need you to do, Chaotic Bacon, is email me at darksidephil@hotmail.com, and in your email, you have to include the actual URL address of your YouTube channel page, whatever it may be. It could be the most garbled mess ever, I don't know, but I need that. Then I can go to your actual page, and I can see if you were banned, and I can unban you. Now, another major shortcoming of YouTube streaming over Twitch is that on Twitch, if someone says, oh, I got banned, can I get unbanned? You can click on them and find their whole chat history and see why they were banned. You can see if it was in error. You can see if maybe at the time they were kind of acting up, but maybe they learned their lesson and now they're not going to do that anymore. You give them a second chance. Or you could see if they were just a flagrant, real asshole and that they probably shouldn't be trusted to come back to the channel. You can make that judgment call. You can't do that here on YouTube. You can't see shit. And that's what pisses me off, is because YouTube promised that they were going to add new features and things like that, and then they never did. Now, did you guys know it's been over 6 months since they promised changes to YouTube streaming and have not added a single one? And this is why it was funny. They made those promises last year, late last year. I think it was like November. I think. It could have even been earlier than that, but I think it was around November where they promised these changes coming up to YouTube streaming. And at the time, I was like, that's great, but I don't even bother telling me about it till you do it, because I know how YouTube is. They overpromise and underdeliver constantly. They are infamous for this. They say, we're going to do this, 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 and then they don't do it. Or they take forever to do it, to the point that they do it, no one cares anymore. So in this case, January came and I said, gee, isn't it funny that they didn't do the changes yet? And everyone said, Phil, you're just impatient. Just wait. And then February came and I said, all these new games are coming out. Boy, it would be nice to have all these improvements and changes around here. And everyone said, Phil, you're just being impatient. Just wait. And then March came and I said, gee, it'd be great to have all these improvements around here. Do you see the pattern? Do you see what I'm saying? This is an ongoing thing with YouTube. And I'm tired of it. They need to live up to their promises. Don't promise the world and then don't deliver on it. Just don't make the promise then. Everyone's excited for these new improvements coming to YouTube streaming. Where are they? By the time they come out, no one will care. So anyway, Chaotic Bacon, my apologies. I don't have the ability to easily unban you. I wish I could, but YouTube never improved. So you have to email me with your info. Okay? Thank you for the tip. Joe Man, no, I'm not going back to Twitch. I've answered the question 5 zillion times. Why would I ever go back to a place where every moment that I'm there, it feels like I'm walking on eggshells? Okay? At any moment, they can claim I violated their partner program and not have to ever provide any evidence of wrongdoing and give me no recourse to actually have a reversal of the decision or even stick up for myself. On YouTube, if YouTube says you did something wrong, there's a process by which they follow. If it's copyright, there's a strike system. If it's a community guidelines, there's a strike system in place. On Twitch, we just do whatever we want. Even though they claim there's a strike system, they just bypass it anyway. That's what happened to me. They never said, oh, you violated, partner guidelines, so this is violation number 1, and therefore be careful, because if you do it a second time or a third time, you'll be kicked out. It was just, you're gone. Well, wait, what? Well, what did I do wrong? Well, we did an investigation. We figured out you violated our policy. How? Show me examples. No response. Why would I ever want to work there ever again? Are you out of your mind? How can I take my business, my actual source of income, and try to take it to a place that at any moment they just give you a kick out for no reason and never have to justify it? Do you know that what they did to me is illegal? It is. You can't just sever a legal contract like that without evidence that the contract was violated in some way. Without them providing evidence I did something wrong, they have no right to sever the contract. I could sue them right now for what they did to me. I'm not going to. I don't have the means, and I don't have the money, right? I don't have the time or money to do that. What they did to me was a legal infringement. But I'm not going to go back. Well, how dumb would I be to go back to the place that abused me and say, I want to get abused again, please? I'm not stupid. Take a look at the last year here on YouTube, right? What negative things have really happened? Well, there was a few videos that got content ID claimed. That's an issue. I agree. The content ID here system on YouTube is bad. They definitely got to fix it and improve it. I think it's stupid. I don't like losing revenue on the stuff that I do on YouTube because someone claimed my entire video because there's a song in it. All right? But outside of that, YouTube has been there, done that, and they've kind of worked out a lot of the shit. The good news is I haven't had a major issue here on YouTube in years and years. Not to say that it couldn't happen again or it won't happen again, because I almost guarantee you it will eventually happen again. There will be false claims. There will be stupid shit that will happen. It's bound to happen. It's guaranteed it will happen at some point. But I have worked out alternate things. If something were to happen to one channel, I have some alternate channels I can use in the meantime. Basically, I've got redundancy and I've got enough of a following here on YouTube that if something were to go wrong, I'm good. On Twitch, if I get suspended or banned, it's over. What do you do? Nothing. There's nothing you can fucking do. So it would be a complete idiotic move. Completely stupid for me to go back to Twitch. I'd have to be the dumbest motherfucker on the planet to go back to Twitch. With the way they treated me and the way they've treated others, not just me. Many others were treated exactly the same way and don't have a recourse besides suing them. Do I want to sue the fucking company? No, I want to make content. I want to play games and have fun. I don't want to be in a fucking legal battle with some dumb fuck company that mistreats the people who put out the content that make them money to begin with. So, fuck them. I'm not going back. Okay. Okay, 672 has tipped me $6.72. Says, what about dual streaming with Twitch? It would be double the views and contributions. No, it would not. Number one, you cannot be in partner programs on both sites. It's not allowed. All right? Just not allowed at all. So I would not get any subs. I would not get any cheers. None of that would be allowed if I were dual streaming over on Twitch. They don't let you go into the partner program if you're making money somewhere else too. That's number one. Number two. Hold on. If I were to dual stream and still have all features enabled on both streams, you would essentially be asking for double the moderation requirements. You would have to have moderators on YouTube and on Twitch, double modding or having split mods. In addition to that, you'd be splitting the audience. Right now, I'm trying to build my YouTube channel, right? I enjoy live streaming on YouTube, and I enjoy having an on-demand audience on YouTube. And I tell you guys, thanks for the engagement, the likes, the comments on the videos. It builds the channel. I already know that if I split my efforts between YouTube and another site, the audience splits. There's a split, and now there's no feeling of building this channel anymore because there's people going over to the Twitch channel again. That would make no sense whatsoever. Zero. If I'm building YouTube, I'm building YouTube. If I'm building Twitch, I'm building Twitch. You're not supposed to be building two things at once. It wouldn't make any sense at all. And plus, like I said, can't even make any money on Twitch because they wouldn't let me back to the partner program if I'm making money on YouTube. That's against their terms of service. So there you go. All right. Why do you need to moderate Twitch chat? Because despite the fact if you're a partner or not, you can still be banned from Twitch for bad things happening in the chat. They don't care about your excuses or whatever. If you operate a Twitch channel, you're responsible for what happens on said channel.